Welcome, I'm Jason. It is Wednesday the 27th of March 2013. It is New Comic Book Wednesday, which can only mean it's time for Comic Haul Wednesday. I'm back, I've finished work, I've got my comics, I've had my tea, and I'm here now to share with you the books that I picked up today. I know I said last week there wouldn't be one this week. At the time, I didn't think I'd have time to do one. For various reasons, I just didn't think I'd be able to. However, thankfully the comic gods, they rearranged the heavens and it's made it possible, so here I am. So enough of me yammering, let's get into the books. First up, from DC Comics, we have The Flash, issue number 18. There's a lot of negativity around DC at the moment and about DC, and I gotta say, a lot of it I think is fair comment. But I do think we should remember there are some good books coming out of DC at the moment, and this for me is one of them, The Flash. Since the start of the New 52, that original first wave, there were only two books that I had not ever considered dropping. One is Batman and one is The Flash. I really love this book. Initially, the reason I was buying it was for the art. Since issue 1, Francis Manapul and Brian Buccellato have been writing it, but not only have they been co-writing it, but also Manapul's been doing the art with Buccellato doing the colour. And they've created something really unique out of the DC books. The colours that Buccellato does, they're very light in tone, and so it gives it a light and breezy kind of quality to it, totally unlike how any other book is coloured. Then you have the art style of Manapul and the way he'll do his panels, and he'll join stuff together, and the unique way he sets stuff out. I've just made this book an absolute joy to look at. But then as time's gone on, the story has just got better and better and better, or maybe it's because I'm reading it all together that I've been on that journey, and you've just seen the improvement, and they're really doing a great job. This issue is going to be interesting because for two issues I think we've got Francis Manapul's having a break. So Brian Buccellato's handling the writing by himself, and I don't know if it's for the two issues or just this issue, but we've got Marcio Takara doing the art on this issue. So it's going to be really different. It's going to have a totally different feel to the book because the art, there ain't no way the art's going to be anything like Manapul does. It's going to be more regular kind of comic book art. But then also the story, because instead of having these two writers writing together, you've got just the one writer. So it's going to be really interesting if there's going to be any subtle differences to how the book's done, how the characters are written, with just the one guy there. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that. It's going to be interesting. So I look forward to reading that, The Flash. Next up we have Clone, issue number 5. I've been loving this book. Image have just been putting out some really great stuff of late, and this is another one of their great books. It's kind of like a sci-fi kind of book where this guy finds out that he's a clone, and there's loads of other clones, and then there's this other clone who's trying to kill all the clones, and it's just been a really fun book. The last issue they killed off two pretty major characters, and it was a bit of a shock. I didn't expect that, and I think that's something that these creator-owned books probably have over the Marvel and DC titles, in that they can just kill anyone off. You know, there isn't no big long meeting, there isn't, you know, they can just kill them, and so it creates this higher kind of sense of jeopardy that, well, anyone could die, which you don't get, I think, in the Marvel and DC books. So yeah, but this has been a really good book. I think it's the last issue of the first arc, so it might be worth, if you've not been reading this one. Next month they should have the trade out, which is well worth picking up because it's been a good series. Also from Image, we have this week's Image number 1 is East of West, issue number 1. I was going to try and be good. I wasn't going to pick this up, but then I saw it on the shelf and I just had to buy it. It's a Jonathan Hickman book. Jonathan Hickman is one of my favourite writers, so I'm really looking forward to reading this. If I'm going to pick it up regularly, I think I'm going to have to cut something because I really need to cut down on what I'm spending. It's a thicker book, as a lot of times these Image number 1s are. I just think Image, not only are they just dishing out some fantastic quality, but I think they're the best value for money in comics, because so often they'll do this. They'll have an extra thick issue and they won't charge any extra for it. So yeah, good going there for Image, and I'm looking forward to reading this. And I could see, you know, in the past I've always thought I'd always be a guy that read mainly Marvel or DC, but I could see a day where most of my pull list is Image, because I'm just loving what they're putting out. Next up, we get into the Marvel books, which are more of this week. We have Age of Ultron book 3. I enjoyed book 1. Book 2 I kind of stalled a bit. I'm still enjoying the series, but I didn't think the story really moved forward. Hopefully this issue, with that issue ended, this issue is going to be like a lot more action, a lot more moving the story forward. The cover to me just totally reminds me of Crisis on Infinite Earths, was it? The one where Superman's holding Supergirl on the front cover when they killed off Supergirl. That's what this cover reminds me of. So you know, that can't be a coincidence either, can it? You know, it's got to be kind of like a homage or something to that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to reading that one, seeing what happens. We've then got FF, last issue. Medusa was looking a bit shady. I'm looking forward to finding out what that young lady's been up to. We got Guardians of the Galaxy, issue number 1. Until recently, I hadn't really read none of these cosmic books, which I can't really understand why, because I really like my science fiction. So you'd think science fiction superheroes would be right up my alley, but I just never read none of these books. But with the film coming out, I want to get to know these characters, so this seems a great jumping on point, being in issue number 1. I read the 0.1 issue as well, which I liked, so yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. I'm looking forward to this one a lot. The book I'm most anticipating this week is Uncanny Avengers, issue number 5. This is the one I'm most anticipating. 3 reasons why this is the book I'm most anticipating. Reason number 1 is last issue we ended it with 3 months later. I want to see how we get to 3 months later, because that's got me really excited. Reason number 2, we've got Olivier Coipel on art. Okay, it's for 1 issue only, but I just love his art, and I'm going to pick up a book if he's doing the art in it. Reason number 3, while I'm really excited, is that we get 3 new members. We get Wonder Man, we get the Wasp, and we get Sunfire. And it's going to be very interesting how they shake up the other members of the team, you know. So I'm looking forward to this one a lot. This would definitely be the first book I read. So. And finally, the last book this week is Wolverine and the X-Men, issue number 27. I've been enjoying this dog story. I didn't enjoy the art last issue. I like the flashback scenes, but the other art of the modern day stuff I didn't really like. So, but I think we're going to have a whole issue with the art like that this time. So I don't think the art's going to really win me over, but hopefully Jason Aaron's story will be as strong as ever. So I like this idea, like that Doug kind of threw out there, that well, the school fails. You know, Wolverine does a crap job and the school fails, and a lot of these kids will die. And you're not sure, well, is he just messing with Wolverine's head, or does he really know that? Has he really been to the future and seen this play out? I just really like that like one line just really made it really interesting for like the future of this book. You know, is Wolverine going to ultimately fail? So yeah, I'm still loving this book. Though there hasn't been as much love for it lately from other people, but I'm still enjoying it. Anywho, that's me done for another week. I will be back on Friday with my super fast comic book reviews. So yeah, that will be up. Thank you so very much for watching this video. If it's your first time here, somewhere down here there should be a subscribe button. If you click on that, you'll be able to get into your feed every week. All my videos whenever I do a new video. If you like the video, please give me the thumbs up. It's always great to know that people have enjoyed my video. Of course, that's me done for now. What leaves me to say thank you very much for watching. That's all for today, and bye for now.